4 years ago, I made a video of what I carried in my backpack as a computer science student, but now that I've been working full-time as a software developer for the last 2 years, I think it's time for an update of what I carry in my backpack on a daily. So let's go. So I work in Montreal, Canada at a large tech company, but I live on the South Shore in a small city named St. Lambert. Although I live outside of the island, my daily commute is about 30 minutes when things go well, but it can be closer to 40 minutes when there's a disruption. I mostly work at the office, but I carry my work laptop home as I sometimes work remotely, and I also use it to edit my videos, like the one you're currently watching, so I usually carry what I need to work on my laptop in my backpack. So speaking of the backpack, this one is new to me. It was sent to me by Moshi and it's the Tego. It's quite funny though, because I remember when I used to work at Staples like 8 years ago, we carried Moshi accessories and they mostly sold screen protectors and phone cases back then. Anyway, so I tried it for the last weeks and I'll go over the things I like and things I wish were different. Basically a full review of the bag at the end of the video, but for now, let's go over what's actually in it. So at the top, you get a concealed zipper with a weatherproof fabric section, which also reduces chances of theft, although it makes unzipping the bag a bit more tedious. Anyway, let's see what's behind that zipper. So first, my laptop. So this is a 2018 15-inch MacBook Pro. It was provided by my employer, although I would probably pick something similar if I were to buy one for personal use, as I use Final Cut to edit my videos, and this is probably what Apple offers that is the most powerful while still being portable, but I would probably go with the 16-inch variant now that it's available. Then you get an iPad sleeve, although I have no use for it as I don't have an iPad, but it's nice to have that option. Then below that, you get two smaller pockets, and I do use one of them for a dongle. As you know, with the MacBook Pro, you only get Thunderbolt 3 ports, so sometimes it's a bit limiting, so you sort of need a dongle. So I mostly use it to connect SD and micro SD cards, but it's also useful sometimes to connect an HDMI cable to my laptop or to charge my phone on the go with the laptop. So then if we take a look at what's in the main section of the bag, I have a pair of socks. So basically I went to the office one day and it rained like crazy and I had wet socks for a good part of the day and it was so uncomfortable. So for that reason, I always have a pair of clean dry socks on hand in case that ever happens again. Then I have a headphone case, so I commute with the Sony WH-1000X-M2 active noise cancelling headphones. It's an older model, but it still does the job amazingly, and I don't really need a case in most cases. But if there's a social event after work or something like that, it's always nice to carry them safely without having them around my neck. Then in the pockets facing the outer part of the bag, I have my MacBook Charger and its USB-C cable. Although the battery lasts for a while and I have monitors that charge over USB-C or Thunderbolt at work and at home, it's always handy to have it with me, especially when I travel. Then I have a Samsung T5 1TB Portable SSD, and I don't really need it for work. We use cloud storage for pretty much everything, but it's always practical to have it on hand, and I personally use it to store my YouTube videos once they're published. It's USB-C, so it connects directly to my MacBook. It's fast, it feels premium. I like it. I also carry a battery bank, so this backpack also features a USB pass-through, and I really like that it's protected from the rain on the inside of the strap section. So I added this battery bank that I've had for a while, and while I haven't used it yet with that specific setup, it's super practical to have when you're out of juice. And Moshi also included this lightning cable with their shipment, and it's fairly nice, high quality sleeving and aluminum endings. So I also keep it in my bag to charge my iPhone if needs be. So they also threw in phone and laptop cases and screen protectors. The cases are generally nice. I really like the iPhone case, and for the MacBook, it does fit well. However, it makes the laptop a bit thicker and heavier, so I'm not sure I'll keep it, but it definitely protects the laptop well from dents and scratches. As for the screen protectors, they have this privacy feature where the screen goes black if you look at it at an angle, and while I like this for the phone, I'm not sure I'll keep it on my MacBook as I often have it at an angle, and it's pretty common to collaborate at work with peers, so not the ideal for my usage. So now to the backpack itself. Let's start with what I like. So it's super high quality. The stitching work is amazing. The hardware is mostly metal and high quality, and the materials they use feel great. They seem very durable and carefully chosen for the purpose they have. As an example, the straps have this seatbelt material, which is super durable, and the underside of the bag is more rugged than the side panels. It's also very comfortable and very compact, so it doesn't feel heavy. And the fact that the laptop sleeve is so close to your back, it feels even lighter than how my previous backpack felt. The straps are also super well padded, and same thing for the back. You also get a lot of features and they're done well. The USB pass-through is well designed. The concealed zippers work better than I expected. And the sleeves and pockets inside the bag are solid. I've seen similar designs before and they weren't nearly executed as well as this, so it's nice to see. The weatherproofing also works super well. I've actually tried the backpack with heavy rain and all my gear was dry inside, so that's cool. And finally, you get a 10-year warranty. So Moshi has been making products for a while, so it's very possible they'll be in business in 10 years to honor the warranty. And it also shows the level of trust they have regarding their products, so that's cool. So now to the things I don't like. So first, the price. It sells for $170 US, which is really expensive for a backpack in my opinion. And you're not really paying for a hype brand in that case, which could explain the higher ticket price. And while the quality is amazing, it's definitely not in everyone's budget. Then another con is that it's really small, and while it's also a pro, being compact and very practical for commutes and transits, many items won't fit. Like as an example, I wanted to bring my camera to work and my camera bag wouldn't fit in the bag, although it's very small. With my previous bag, I could use it to travel for like 2 or 3 days and pack clothes, hygiene products, etc., while it would not be possible with this bag. Also, it doesn't stand on its own, so it doesn't have a very large base, so you really need to lean it on the wall or furniture to keep it up, which can be a bit frustrating. You definitely get used to it and it's not that bad, but I think it's worth noting. And finally, the zipper design makes it so that you have to open it a lot to get a good opening, and the added concealing section makes the opening even smaller, so it can be hard to reach for things. And if you open it too wide, then it becomes this two-section thing that's even harder to put back together. So again, this can be a bit frustrating. To reach my laptop, it's not too bad, but if you pile things up in the main section, that's not ideal. So overall, it's great. I think the pros outweigh the cons, but would I personally buy it considering all of that? Well, not sure I'd spend that much money on a backpack personally, even if it was perfect for my usage, like the best backpack ever. So probably not, but it's mostly a budget kind of thing. If you're in that market for higher priced backpacks, let me know what you think about this one. So that wraps it up. I'll have links down below to all the products I showed in this video. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe if you still haven't already, as I'll see you in the next video.